everyone, Erik here, and to celebrate its 25th anniversary this year, I'll be looking at the best Doctor Who story of all time, Dimensions in Time. The plot sees the Doctor, and the Doctor being targeted by the Ronnie for another evil scheme of universal dominance or something, involving handfuls of the Doctor's old and obscure enemies, along with some random character from EastEnders and a Brigadier cameo for good measure. Now, with a plot this ambitious, it was going to be a bit of a difficult task to get the whole thing fully realized, so massive props to everyone involved for getting it smack bang diddly on the first time. I mean, you'd think with the show having been off the air for 4 years at that point, there'd have been more than one idea floating around, maybe even one better than Dimensions in Time if that's possible, so I'm terribly glad that this specific idea was chosen to represent just how far Doctor Who had come in its first 30 years. The effects throughout this story were superb. From Tom Baker's CVR to the inspired cloud of rectangles that signals the transition between Doctor/companions, it's all just as good as you could hope for. Those disembodied heads of the first two Doctors look exactly like the actors themselves. Why, I'd almost go as far as to call it disrespectful to them had I not known they were just imitations. Oh, and since I was on the topic of Tom Baker somewhere in there, that post-title sequence with Tom Baker was simply phenomenal in every way. That background is perfect for conveying the sense that his Doctor is trapped in the charged vortex embodiment, struggling to hold on as he delivers his message to his other selves. Sheer poetry. And I must say, I love that they put Tom in his season 18 costume. That, coupled with his almost identical appearance to how he was back then, really makes it feel like he was frozen in time when he stopped being Doctor Who, for the sole purpose of looking good for this special. And in fact, everyone looks exactly as they did when they were originally in their respective roles. Nyssa and Davis and Celery are by far the best off in this regard. I mean, Nyssa's voice is just pitch perfect from how it was in 1983. Just listen to it.
You gotta get away from here!
This spinning camera angle here was really a stroke of genius, and was really what that scene needed to convey the urgency of the Ronnie landing her TARDIS in Greenwich. Alright, now, I could go on for hours and hours about how masterfully done Dimensions in Time is, but, well, it's obvious, isn't it? I mean, with the amount of times it's top lists of the best Doctor Who story of all time, it's clear that people already know how good the story is, and that I'm just being a broken record here. So, I'll quit while I'm ahead and give this story a healthy 13 of whoever that guy was, out of 10.
Madam, what year is this?